What is happening, people? Charles Leclerc on pole position 2 weeks in a row, this time at Baku at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Unbelievable scenes. Flipping hell, man. I don't know what to make of it. Let me know in the comment below. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But yeah, Charles Leclerc on pole. And we thought we'd just do a quick live reaction of the Grand Prix. I mean, first of all, what a crazy qualifying session that was. I can't even get my head around it. I mean, has Baku always been like this? I was asking a few people in the chat. I said, look, is Baku like this every year? Because I don't remember it being this exciting or this crazy. But man, this has been pretty mental. I'm just going to get up the standings for you as well. And if you want to join as well, just hit me a comment and you can join the chat as well. So it's not just me flapping about. But yes, Hamilton in second place, which is also quite surprising compared to the weekend he's actually had. He's had quite a strange weekend. So to see him in second, Max Verstappen in third place, of course, as well as Pierre Gasly top 4, Sainz top 5. Of course, it was Sainz's crash that kind of caused the red flag. I mean, there was red flags galore all over this session. But yeah, man. I mean, let's talk about it. I mean, what a surprise to see Ferrari in pole position 2 races in a row. I would have never thought that. I would have never seen that happening. I mean, big up to Charles Leclerc. This time with the help of his teammate, because of course in Monaco, Charles Leclerc had an accident, which of course meant that he would start on pole anyway. Didn't get to start on pole because of his car. But this time round, handing over the favor was, of course, Carlos Sainz, his teammate. I don't know what to make of it. It is absolutely crazy. I don't know what to say. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this, and also be able to make sure to hit a like button as well on that. But yeah, even like Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes, I don't know what you lot think. Mercedes, were they sandbagging this weekend? Was there something that we didn't quite understand or quite know what was really going on? Because they were well off the pace. I mean, Bottas, where was he? He finished 10th, according to the leaderboard. He's 10th, which I'm I'm so surprised about. I didn't realize he ended up 10th in the end. But yeah, Bottas 10th. He's just been well off the pace. What the heck is going on with Valtteri Bottas? What's going on with Mercedes in general? Because they look like they were not really in the, let's say, in the, they weren't themselves. The pace isn't there. Something isn't quite right. Lewis Hamilton, of course, changed his rear wing. So he was given a different rear wing. I think it was for better downforce. And then you sort of started to see him get a bit better as the time went on. But yeah, it's so strange. I don't quite understand what's going on with Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton, the lot. I'm not entirely sure. Hit the like button if you are watching currently right now, and if you'd like to join, just hit up in the comments below, and we can get started. We can get you on. If I just let me create this real quick, Charles. Paul. Yeah, and if you've just joined us, Charles Leclerc on pole. That's basically the title today, because we've just finished the Azerbaijan qualifying, and yes, Charles Leclerc is on pole. Ferrari on pole yet again. Shout out to Asha. What's going on, Asha? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Did you see qualifying? What were your thoughts about qualifying? I mean, it's mental. I still can't get my head around this. P1 is Charles Leclerc, P2 Lewis Hamilton, P3 Max Verstappen, P5 Pierre Gasly, P4 Pierre Gasly, P5 Carlos Sainz, Norris in 6th, Perez in 7th, Tsunoda 8th, Alonso 9th, and Valtteri Bottas in 10th. That's how Q3 ended. Lewis Hamilton, as I said, in P2. It's unbelievable. I still can't get my head around, what the heck is going on in Formula One at the minute. Just when you think just when it seems very, very simple. And, I know people like Max Verstappen was not happy I heard him and somebody else were swearing on the Sky F1 feed, and because for him, I guess he feels hard done by. And I mean, this is just unbelievable scenes. I'm going to try and see if I can get the standings up on here. But be sure to hit the like button, all of you that are watching. Make sure you hit the like button on there. But yes, this has just been it's a weird one today. It is an absolutely weird one. I didn't even schedule to go live, to be fair. But as soon as this happened, I thought, no, I got to get my hands on this. Let's talk about this Grand Prix that took place, because honestly, what on earth has taken place today? I have not got a clue. But yeah, good stuff for Charles Leclerc. I'm very happy to see the Ferraris. On paper, it looks like they are competing, but of course, so many variables took place in today. Like you got to worry about toe and drag and all that sort of thing, and it's just a bit of a weird one. Of course, the amount of times that the amount of red flags that there were at Baku, always threw things out of kilter. So if I can just share the screen 1 second, so I can get on there. Let me just double check this 1 second. Keep that there. Right, I think I can just show the stream here, can't I? What is happening? People cannot believe it, man. Charles Leclerc on pole. That is exactly what today's topic is about. Who saw qualifying? What were your thoughts on it? Let's hit the like button. Let's hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. But yeah, strange qualifying session. It has to be said. Very, very strange. I'm not entirely sure what to make of today's race, today's qualifying, rather. But yeah, it's been all over the place. Shout out again to Asher. Yeah, Lewis was in P2, which is crazy. And you're saying that he's going to crash in turn 15. Everybody was having fun in that area. It was so strange. I mean, you look at even the lap times as well. It was one of those, constantly people were having a problem with turn 15. And, because at Castle, I don't know if you see at Castle now, they've removed the curb. So now it's a much more flat out sort of curb. But turn 15 became the talking point. They're the ones, that's the turn where everybody was messing around on, whether it was Yuki Tsunoda is what kind of ended the entire qualifying. Danny Ricciardo had it in Q2, which absolutely cost Sebastian Vettel. But I do not understand. I don't get it. I don't quite understand why everybody was messing around in that area. If you want to join on the stream, just hit that link. I've just put the link down there below. So if you want to hit the link, and then we can have a conversation. If you want to have a conversation, anybody else that's watching as well, hit the like button for me, please. That would be great. And then yes, we can have a conversation, because honestly, I don't know what to make of this. I genuinely don't know what to make of this. What were your thoughts on today's qualifying? What have we got here? 0.0034 in the top 5 in Q2. That was a madness. That was an absolute madness. I don't know exactly what or why or how on earth that was happening. The times were so they were so strict. They were so close together. It was unbelievable. But it goes to show that Formula One, you can never think you can predict it just like that. Big up to Agunj, if that's how I've pronounced it properly. Hello to you. Did you see qualifying? What was your thoughts on qualifying? Big up the internet crew. I understand the struggle, man. I understand the struggle. Sebastian Vettel and Ocon were unlucky. Yeah, I think they were. You know, a lot of people are unlucky. I mean, you even see Max Verstappen today, you know, furious because, of course, the qualifying session ended early. They didn't really get the times that they wanted to get on there, and basically costed them costed them on their Saturday. Sebastian Vettel was really, really upset. And of course, he saw Danny Ricciardo as he passed him. He sort of looked to his right-hand side and he saw that, you know what, this guy's actually done. And also, you know, I think it was less than 3/10 that Sebastian Vettel was out. It was, you know, just off Q3, sorry. So it's one of those, it was very much hard done by. It was such a crazy qualifying session. As I said, people, that's the link right there. If you want to join the StreamYard, we can jump on and have a discussion, talk anything Formula One. But, you know, today's focus, of course, is on qualifying. My predictions are out of the window. Forget about it. I don't even know why I even bothered to predict. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Tomorrow's race will be very, very, very interesting. If you've just joined us and you weren't aware of what happened in qualifying, Mr. Charles Leclerc is on pole position. Your opinion, who will win tomorrow and Ferrari's pace? I mean, it's a good question. It's a good question. You know, before today, I would have said, you know, Max Verstappen will be on pole. And, you know, I would have thought Lewis is still going to pull something out. You know, this was before I saw, you know, what was going on in practice, what was going on in qualifying, obviously. But in terms of winning, I don't know. It's tough because Charles got to have a fantastic, you know, first 10 laps. It's got to be out of this world, but the pace isn't there. And because Baku's a bit of a wider circuit than, say, Monaco, so there's room to overtake. So you're looking at, you know, Hamilton. God, I guess Hamilton could. It depends. Verstappen's in third, Hamilton's in second, behind Leclerc. Like, that's a recipe for some very, you know, for some great action. But if I was to put money on it today, I would definitely say I'll probably go with Max Verstappen, just about Max Verstappen. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you think will win? And Ferrari's pace, it's a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird one. They've impressed me more than I thought they would this season so far. But, you know, you don't want to get caught in that, you know, get caught in the excitement and in the hype that, oh, here they are, they've arrived. And then all of a sudden, you know, they're off the pace just a little bit. I think tomorrow's race will suit them, though. It will suit the Ferraris. And I think they'll be competitive. I think at least, if not one, maybe two of them finishing ahead of both McLarens. Now, I know Norris qualified in P6, which isn't too bad. It's not too bad, but you know, he was 2/10 behind Carlos Sainz. Look, I'm going to go Max Verstappen to win. Ferrari's pace is genuine. It's there, but I think you're looking at the top 5, top 6. If they can get into those two positions, both Ferraris, fantastic weekend. I do think they'll finish ahead of the McLarens. Something isn't quite right with the McLaren this weekend so far. But you know what it's like. You say something and then all of a sudden, you know, your predictions are completely gone out the window. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know who you think will win the race tomorrow. And, you know, what do you think of Ferrari's pace? Is it genuine? Which team or driver do you support? And same goes for you as well, Asher, you know, if you're still there. What's your favorite team? What's your favorite driver? But man, what a qualifying session it was. I mean, if we talk very quickly on Q1, the big crash from Giovinazzi, you know, Giovinazzi, you know, had an absolute mare. And I don't know why he sort of went for it. I felt like he could have, you know, he had enough time to sort of abort the lap. The same with Yuki Tsunoda's one. Tsunoda's one was hilarious because I thought, well, what's he doing there? Why is he still thinking he's going to make this turn? The car had already given up on him. So I don't know why he thought he could make the turn. But Q1, of course, Lance Stroll as well had a big crash. So you got Stroll and Giovinazzi having big crashes, again, putting halt to things in Q1 with Mazepin out alongside Mick Schumacher and Latifi as well. And then Norris, of course, being investigated because he didn't pit at the earliest opportunity under the red flag. So, you know, Norris has got to be careful there. I think, you know, I wonder what they're going to do. I mean, as we're talking now, I think that, you know, the session is still going on. So they'll probably still be talking about that now. And then obviously Q2, Hamilton all of a sudden, he picked up this pace out of nowhere. Yes, he got an incredible toe at the end, but at the same time, he still did phenomenally well, Lewis Hamilton. I was quite surprised, quite amazed at his pace in terms of towards the end. And you're just sort of thinking, is it sandbagging City again? Is it one of those where, Mercedes are portraying one thing at one moment and then all of a sudden it's a bit different completely? I'm not sure. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Where do you think Mercedes will be? What do you think? I mean, Bottas seems to be done out here. I don't know what the heck is going on with Valtteri Bottas, but Lewis Hamilton seems to be hiding a few things. He's, keeping his cards close to his chest there. So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow. It should be a fascinating race. We can jump on live again as well tomorrow, straight after the race. God knows how long this race will take, because the amount of red flags we've had, the yellow flags and so on, even had a safety car in qualifying, which is so strange. This race could go on for like 2, 3, 4 hours. Like, it could take forever. So I ain't gonna even set a time of when I'm gonna go on. But yeah, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. Danny Ricciardo as well, with his crash. Just before his crash happened, I was sort of thinking about, the pace again still isn't there. Let me know your thoughts on Danny Ricciardo and McLaren. What seems to be the issue? Is it something to worry about? Is it something where are we speaking too soon regarding the pair? Do we think Danny Ricciardo and McLaren, do you think we will get it together? Do you think at some point, they're going to fix the problems they have? Danny will be back on track again. And then, we might see a great Danny Ricciardo. This weekend, however, it looks questionable. Of course, the big accident that he had as well in Q2, which, of course, ended Q2, hence why Sebastian Vettel and Ocon, as mentioned earlier, were very unlucky from Asher there, because it's one of those where, had there not been a red flag, could we have seen Vettel in the top 10? Could we have seen Ocon as well in the top 10? Alonso, I mean, by the grace of God, he made it into the top 10. Alonso, I'm not necessarily worried about him as such, but at the same time, I think, he was very, very fortunate. And I want to say big up to Yuki Tsunoda for getting through into Q3. But of course, he ditched the car in turn 15, which put a halt to proceedings at qualifying. But yeah, this has been the Azerbaijan Grand Prix qualifying. I thought I'd come on here quickly, do a quick review, a reaction. I don't even really know what to say, because it's been manic. There's been so much to cover on this race. Let me know, what you thought on qualifying. Let me know what you thought about the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Let me know what you think about Baku, the circuit. So many mistakes that were being made, and they're very, very costly as well. That's the thing about it. It's not just, you run off the track and you're sort of forgiven. This is a very unforgiving track, which I think we do like. We don't want to see cars just sort of crash out and not take part in things, but we do like the fact there's a bit of jeopardy. I do anyway, because I think nowadays more of the modern circuits are a bit too kind. They're a bit too kind to cars that have been messing around. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. It's been a great qualifying session. I'm still trying to debrief myself from it. It's been absolutely epic. I mean, look, Alonso in 9th, big up himself. Bottas in 10th is just odd, strange, bizarre. Don't know what to think of that. Yuki Tsunoda in 8th. Perez in 7th. Sergio Perez, we can talk quickly. He seemed to be finding his way in the Red Bull finally at this stage. But now all of a sudden it's like, okay, is he reverting to type? Is it purely for the fact that there was a red flag, which is why we didn't get to really see the true pace of Perez in Q3? The same with Max Verstappen. Verstappen was furious. He was fuming. He's still on P3. So, Gasly P4, good stuff. Sainz P5. This is going to be exciting. I mean, you look at, you got Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, AlphaTauri in the top 4 to start the race tomorrow. We've always wanted Formula One to be fun and exciting. And people talk about it being, it's all boring and it's, Hamilton wins every week. And mate, Formula One is crazy like that. Formula One is crazy like that. But yeah, if anybody wants to join the chat, then please do. You can jump on. I've just put the stream, I put the link in there. So if you feel free, if you want to jump on, we'll stick around for another couple of minutes or so. And yeah, I mean, it's just what a bizarre week, Saturday it's been so far. And yet it's not even You know, it's, we haven't had the race yet. So who knows? Maybe tomorrow everything revolves back to type and we'll see what happens from there. But people, the headline today, of course, and the bottom, as you can see on the ticker at the bottom there, Charles Leclerc on pole ahead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Baku. Mate, I cannot wait. Let me know what you lot think. Who's going to win tomorrow? Comment down below who you think is going to win tomorrow's race. What's the podium going to be? Remember, I've also done a video as well for the preview ahead of the Baku Grand Prix as well. But I think we can add somebody into the stream right now. Let me switch this up. There we go. What is happening? I think you're on mute there, brother. Oh, maybe not then. Maybe he jumped out. I thought he was going to have a gunge on there to talk about a bit of F1. I'll give him a second or so just in case they get back. But yeah, Charles Leclerc is on pole. Ferrari are on pole 2 weekends in a row, 2 Grand Prix weekends in a row. First in Monaco and now here as well. Wow, is this something is there something that we need to take into consideration here regarding Ferrari's pace? Maybe we might have to. But guys, make sure you hit the like button as well. I'll be back after the Grand Prix tomorrow as well. We might as well see how these live videos go. You know, it's not often I've done them, but yeah, giving them a shot. And yeah, let's see what happens, man. Let's be the first to react to the Grand Prix. We put it out live on YouTube as well. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. And with that said, people, let's see what's going to happen till tomorrow. With that said, peeps, lights out.